I read When the Tides Held the Moon by Venessa, Vida, Kelley, and oh my god, this book was breathtakingly beautiful. It is an fantasy historical romance set in the early 20th century. Yes, 1910s, New York. The story follows Benigno Caldera, also known as Benny, a Puerto Rican blacksmith that after a series of unfortunate events ends up with a group of eccentric sideshow performers at Coney Island's Luna Park. Think the Greatest Showman cast of characters. But the thing is that Benny had built this iron tank without knowing that it was going to be used to trap this living, breathing, beautiful, mystical merman named Rio. So imagine Benny's surprise when he sees a merman in the tank that he built. But the beautiful thing is how immediate their connection is. As soon as Benny and Rio laid eyes on each other, it was an instant spark. So Benny is tasked with taking care of Rio, keeping the tank in good conditions, feeding him, and they will eventually develop an unbreakable bond and fall in love. This book was so cozy, so poetic. You also get to see the challenges that Benny goes through as a brown Puerto Rican man in 1910s New York, because you know, racism, while also coming to terms with his queerness. Rio and Benny as characters were so easy to love. Also, the attention to detail to Puerto Rican culture was outstanding. From the inclusion of El Cuatro Puertorriqueño, which is our national instrument, to the Puerto Rican slang and phrases, it all felt like a love letter to the culture. And it was pretty emotional. Of course, I cried like a little bitch. The found family aspect on the book was wonderful, and all the illustrations throughout the book were gorgeous. This book gave me the vibes of The Shape of Water and even a touch of Free Willy. I know! In the end, it's a story about love, freedom, and the courage it takes to do what's right, even when it means risking everything. Because you know, Benny is not going to be happy having Rio trapped, basically imprisoned against his will on a tank for the rest of his life. This book is an absolute treasure and I loved every second of it. It is highly recommended. Check it out. It comes out on April 29th.